July on-chain crypto updates. We'll cover everything, and also I'm gonna cover the latest news from August because we're almost midway through August. So yeah, let's get right into it. So taking a look at the market, Bitcoin has touched almost 120 to 123k today, and right now chilling below 120. But there is also some talk about infamous ghost month, and that we could see a rather boring period in late August and early September. And after that, boom baby, it's fireworks. Everybody's gonna get rich. We might just stop in Q4. I mean, that's what everybody on crypto Twitter thinks. But in my opinion, I don't think we're gonna see the top of this cycle this year. I think this cycle is going to extend towards 2026. Anyways, we've seen an amazing rally at the start of July, and then it's been pretty boring after that. And the start of August has shown some decent buying opportunities on all the outperforming coins, including Bitcoin, which is also the case with Ethereum, which has ripped past the 4k resistance level that was very important. And Solana is sitting at 178 at the moment of recording this. So everything's kind of chilled out now. And in my opinion, all the dips are for buying, and that's what I'm doing. Anyways, in July, we've had quite some exciting news, starting with X stocks, which has allowed basically anybody to buy the US stocks on chain. So if you're from any other country, do not have a broker, you can just go buy it on Solana just like you would buy any other coin. I've also made a little short video on it. Also, we've had a project called ByReal, which was incubated by Bybit, one of the largest crypto exchanges, and their first launch was Fragmetric, but it was dog shit. I mean, the price action was basically very disappointing to say the least, which was the exact same case with PumpFun. I mean, they raised, I even forgot the number, it was ridiculous. I've even made a shot on that, but the price action was again down only after it has launched. It did show some hope lately, and it's still down a lot from the ICO price. And since we are talking about PumpFun, we have to talk about Bomb, which they've had their own launchpad, and it basically took over PumpFun in terms of volume. And yeah, that's basically it. And then after that, we've had the launch of one of the biggest, or let's say fastest growing dexes on Hyper EVM. This is from Lamboland, and it's called Project X. There is a lot of opportunity right now on Hyper EVM in terms of airdrops and yield farming. So I suggest you go and watch this video right here on the channel. And also, this is the video I made on Project X, which is what we're talking about. Not gonna get into any details of that because you have to go and watch the video. But let me tell you that DeFi Tuna, which I don't think I've made a video on it now, did I? Well, I did make a video on it, which didn't get lots of views, unfortunately. But the airdrop was an absolute cook. I've also shared it in the Telegram, which you can join by clicking the first link in the description. But yeah, this was absolutely great because they did not have a visible points program, and the snapshot was like taken in stealth. Nobody knew. So that was pretty good. And also after the launch, they've said that you can basically stake it and the revenue is shared among the holders. I should say I do like that system, and I think it's quite fair of how they are going to make profits as well. Speaking about fair, we have to talk about Kaito AI and their new changes in their algorithm, which they are trying to combat with the AI slop. And they've also launched their own launchpad thingy where you have to do KYC, and I'm not a big fan of it, so it's a no for me. But I'm quite bullish on Kaito as a project and Infoi. I think I've spoken about it in the Telegram, but haven't made a video on it. Let me know if you want me to make a video on all the Infoi stuff and the different projects that you can get into. I don't know why you all don't like to make any comments, but if you comment, I'll make a video on it. And speaking of Infofy, we have an absolute joke called Yapio on Arbitrum, which I did speak about, but I said that basically this looks like a copy paste, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to shill it on my timeline on Twitter to get the point or whatever the system was for them. But yeah, this was also quite a disappointing launch, or let's say a project, because the price action was down only. I mean, obviously. Anyways, let's stick to the Infofy thing because this is like actually very funny. So there's this Infofy platform called Cookie Fun, and there was a project called Hana, or Hana, however that's pronounced. So there is this type of like cringe posting on Twitter that a lot of people do, is that they put G in front of their project name. So kind of like a variation for the GM, which is quite popular. So they do this, and since the name of that project was Hana, people used to say G Hana a lot. And then the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, posted something about Ghana, the country Ghana, and because he's the prime minister and gets a lot of engagement, he was like the top influencer on this leaderboard. I don't know, that was the pathetic stage of our Infofile platforms. Yeah, don't judge me, I find that very funny. What isn't funny though is this. So there was a huge hack where people's addresses got released and hackers sent like quite literally physical mail to the victim's address from which looks like it's from Ledger, but this is actually fake and is used to basically hack and get their crypto, obviously. So this was actually from Ledger's address database. So that's quite scary and just shows how careful you have to be when it comes to crypto and your privacy. I've actually posted a quite elaborate thread on Twitter and I'm making a full video as well, so just subscribe and stay tuned. Because I've researched for like hundreds of hours before writing all that up. So just stay safe. And also for a day or two, people cancel GCR, like the biggest traders, and basically the entirety of crypto kind of looks up to him. He's kind of like this legendary image in crypto Twitter. So this man is called GCR, and another guy like that is called Kobe. This guy is still active. GCR isn't. He's basically gone, enjoying his tens of hundreds of millions of dollars. Anyways, these two guys basically got like cancelled because there were Discord messages and previous chats leaked from these guys were showing proof that they've basically been doing insider trading, to put it in simple words. Anyways, enough of the doom and gloom stuff. Let's talk about something exciting, which is that Phantom has integrated perpetual markets directly into their wallet, which is powered by Hyperliquid. I mean, at this point, I have quite a bit of money on Hyper EVM, but I feel like I am very underallocated to the ecosystem because seeing all this makes me FOMO like quite hard. Not just to buy the token, but to increase my exposure on the blockchain for airdrops, obviously. Because not just that, like one of the biggest DeFi platforms, Balancer, is also now available on the Hyper EVM. Like a lot of stuff is happening on Hyper EVM, man. I've been talking a lot about it in the Telegram as well. We just don't have to be lazy and actually bridge the funds and like click a couple buttons and hopefully make a ton of money, because a lot of great teams are building on there, and also the community. It just seems to me like I went back in time when Solana was like the underdog, and there were a ton of opportunities on Solana, and it's the same thing with Hyper EVM now. So there are going to be more videos on Hyper EVM coming out as I bridge more and more of my portfolio on there. If you're getting in right now, you're not the earliest, but you're still not late, talking in terms of TVL and the number of users on there. So I would suggest you start looking into it. I mean, I've already made like a couple videos, and this long video covers a lot of projects on Hyper EVM. Anyways, just so I can be a hypocrite and kind of kill all the hype I've made about Hyper EVM just a second ago, KittenSwap did launch their token, and it was quite decent, I would say. Not the best and not the worst as well, but yeah, kind of mid. And also talking about launches, BlackHole DEX did launch, and this is a project from Superverse, which is owned by one of the biggest crypto YouTubers, Elio Trades, and they did have an airdrop which you might be eligible for. So just go and check if you are. I mean, it's free money. Just don't forget to claim it. But apart from that, there is also quite a lot of money making opportunities on here, which I'll be dropping a video up on soon. So stay tuned. And also, like, these are the little things I share in the Telegram. I cannot make a whole video saying that, oh, you can just go and claim this new airdrop, which could be said in like a single sentence. So I don't want to make stupid videos like all the other YouTubers or in crypto do. So that is why the Telegram is there. So anyways, enough tooting my own horn. Let's not forget about my home, Solana. One of the coolest projects on there is called Hilo. I've made like two short videos and they're gonna be uploaded very soon, even before this video goes live, I think. And I feel weird mentioning my Telegram every time, but I did share this very early when it wasn't even like available for the public and there wasn't any points. But again, if you decide not to join, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, you must hate money or something. But this basically gives you liquidation free leverage on Solana, and I've basically been converting a small chunk of my Solana holdings into Exol, which is the liquidation free token, and that gives about 2x leverage. More on that in the video that I publish. And also, I feel very bad for everyone that has put their time and money into Eclipse. And this was like an absolute horrendous airdrop. Like, I genuinely feel sad for everybody that believed in them, and a lot of the Telegram members did as well, as I've spoken about. And I'm very glad I've faded this. But something that you shouldn't fade is Accuras, which is free to run. It's basically one of the deep in things. And if you have like a small portfolio or are starting with zero or almost zero, I think this should be quite worth it. And I mean, like you just need like small Android that runs Android 12 or more, if I remember correctly. I think this will be worth it to farm alongside all the other deep in projects, which I made a full video about that you can go and watch. All of these are basically free airdrops that you can run, and free money is free money if you ask me. Considering how well Brass and IONet did, these have a good potential. And then we've had the launch of Yarm AI, another Infoi project thing. I did like the concept behind it, but haven't looked more into it after that. But I think there is a decent opportunity here as well, but it's just not for me. So we've had a snapshot from Midora for their airdrop launch thing, and I did kind of make a video on it, not like specifically focusing, but this video right here, if you followed this strategy, you could have farmed like basically all the crypto launches. I've shared this exact video for the Pengu launch and I don't know, 2 to 3 other launches in the Telegram. But I talked about the Magic Eden here, which I shouldn't have in hindsight. But yeah, if you did farm the DLMM thing that they've got, the airdrop should be decent. And you would have also printed quite a lot in fees. And we've also had the launch of Kinetic, which I'm quite bullish on. Like these guys are like the Gito of Solana, but on Hyperliquid. Again, as I've told you, like lots of opportunities on Hyperliquid. In my opinion, you shouldn't be fading, and if you are, again, you just hate money for some reason. So the Magic Eden token, even though I made like little peanuts in the DLMM strategy, I should have sold that airdrop and bought the Solana Seeker, which I didn't, and I'm still back holding that airdrop, and it's basically worth nothing now. Mistakes do happen. Just a friendly reminder to always take profits. I learned that lesson in like the hardest way possible. In various situations. Doesn't matter though. The Solana Seeker, the second generation of their mobile, is are now flying to basically everybody who pre-ordered it. So that is quite exciting, I would say, because even though as a product, MKBHD roasted it and gave it like the worst phone of the year award when it first came out, the first generation. That was like a great investment though. Like it costed, I think, like just in airdrops, people made 2 to 3x the amount they paid for the phone. And people who bought it in bulk sold for like 3, 4 times the amount what they've paid on like eBay and stuff. And again, like super exciting stuff as such as this. The SEC has launched Project Crypto, and I mean, like, this is like one of the best things that could have happened. Like, the boomers are now coming and buying your coins. Like, that is like just crazy. Magic internet money is becoming something real. Alright, drop a like, join the Telegram, subscribe, watch the videos that I've linked in the description, and I'll see you soon.